tryna stunt, man, just like Rick Gave. On my enemies, yeah, this my get back. I'm calling up the Abba saying, come save. Hoping that he is before I get whacked. No, I don't do no Christmas, nigga, don't play me. But with this chopper, we just can't get frapped. I feel like Super Saiyan with these scripts, babe. And like the deep crackers finna get slapped.
I traveled up that mountain just to trim trees. Turned around and burned them down just to feel lax. Backseat riding around with AR-15s. Now I'm heading into town to drop off packs. Backing up my words to show my niggas that I'm with deeds. Being carnal was the motto, though I'm off track. Crashing parties, hitting licks up all night with my homies. Now we all on demon time, my nigga, congrats. Made a plug like Marshall and Squiskitos, moving hella pills. Off that lean, driving with no sleepy, how should I take the wheels? Billboard in my pocket, the hot topic, but he caught a kill. Mindset on your how I do it all, show me what you will. Gospel being preached around the world, y'all could've fooled me. Heathens frontin' lying through their teeth, repeat the prophecy. Esau Hill being pulled at more, the sheep catch up to speed. Left behind a vision, so I see, but devils on their knees.
First and foremost, I want to say Call Halal Yahweh, Bashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus, right? And when I ask you, brother, how you doing, brother, would you say to me right now?
Blessed by the best, baby.
You're blessed by the best, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. What is making it so that you're blessed then, but our people are destroyed on these streets then?
Because you know why? They won't listen to him. They will not listen.
And you listen to him?
He took my son on Veterans Day of '97. I'm a Vietnam vet.
Man.
He spoke.
My condolences, brother.
And I know. Hey, it's all good. Hey, that's why we are here for a purpose. Let's get to it. Stop playing.
Right, let me ask, you said you're a vet, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you this, man. Right. You say one more time? You said we all had a purpose, right?
Yes, sir.
Was your son's purpose to die for this God-forsaken country?
Well, he was into something that was illegal.
Oh, he wasn't in the military. You were, right? That's what you're saying?
He was in the mix, yeah.
Okay.
He was in the mix.
Let me see you. What would you identify yourself as, brother? Like your nationality. What's your nationality?
Hebrew.
You're a Hebrew, right? How were we Hebrews, or I would say this, your tribe right here, your tribe of Hebrews.
We're the 12 tribes of Israel.
How were you brought here to America?
Through the slave trade.
Slave trade. And what made it so that you're like, you know what, these people oppressed my people, did horrible things to my people, but I'm gonna go fight for them. What made it so that you did that?
During that time, it was the Vietnam era for me.
Uh-huh.
You know. But I took the smart way. I joined the Air Force. You know, and I took it, and I traveled. I started off in supply, you know, but I ended up in munitions.
Did you see any combat at all?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
We were dropping the stuff.
Somebody could have shot you down, right?
Right.
But you put your life on the line for this country.
Right.
Right?
Right.
What do you think, what do you think about, say, what would you say a young black man that's trying to be prosperous in this country, would you say that's a good route for him to go? Join the military, fight for America?
What he should do, you know what? That's not a bad move.
It's not?
It's not a bad move. But you know, when I went, it was racism and I didn't play it.
It was?
I was in the 60s era, the Black Panther era.
When did it end? When did racism end?
Never. This is the most racist
So what's different
country
today?
on the face of the earth.
What's different right now for a young black man, a young Latino man to go into the military?
That's a good move. Because you know what? You come out with benefits, no matter what.
You could die.
True. True.
And you're standing, we're putting...
He had you here for a purpose. You put him first, you got nothing to worry about.
What's your name, sir?
Michael.
Michael, that's my name. But here's the thing.
Amen.
You said you go out with benefits regardless, right? That's what you said?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know.
So, you know how long it took my dad to get 100% disabled? He served back in the 90s. He just got 100% disabled last year.
Okay.
He's 60.
I'm 75.
Yeah, he served 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Right. It's who you know.
Who you know?
And this is a racist country. Yeah, this country is very racist.
Doesn't the government know who serves them?
It's getting ready to go down. Because you know what? Yahweh is not playing it.
Well, we're talking about one subject right now, sir.
Understand?
You said you get benefits from the military.
I get it.
But guess what? Did you hear about what the VA hospital was doing like 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago? With the military vets trying to get their benefits and disability?
They were trying to stop it.
They were stalling them out. And they were dying, and they were committing suicide and dying while they were waiting for it.
Right. But
So why?
automatically you got that coming. See.
But wait a minute. We just agreed that they were trying to stop the benefits, right?
No, they can't stop the benefits. They can't stop it.
So what'd you say they were trying to stop?
They were trying to bullshit them.
The VA
Tell them lies. They were lying.
And that's my point.
They were lying.
What were they lying about?
Everything.
Everything. About them getting benefits when they get out of the military.
Yes.
So why would you risk that?
I was 1970.
I agree. I heard that part.
Yeah.
And it's still going on today, right? Racism in the military.
Nothing changed.
Listen, I'm going to give you a brief story of what I seen on TikTok. It's a black sister in the military, in the Army, that was on a military base. And she started complaining about a few things. And you know they keep things in the house in the military, right?
Yeah. Right.
They don't really think racism for Republicans is government business for the most part.
Right.
So she's going on TikTok Live, explaining her story, and then all of a sudden she tries to leave the military base. Because, you know, you can come and go as you please for the most part.
Right. Yeah.
But obviously you have access to the military base.
Yeah.
But then she was making so much noise and complaints, they basically didn't allow her to leave the military base. Why would they do that?
They made her leave?
They didn't let her leave.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Why would they do that? Somebody that serves the military, that's free to go as they please.
They please, right.
Because obviously you have PT and certain drills and jobs.
Yeah.
And then your job ends. Then you have free time, you know what I mean?
Right.
So on her free time, she wanted to leave, but they didn't let her leave.
Something's wrong.
I'm telling you what's wrong. She was complaining about her treatment in the military as a black woman, and they didn't like it. So she filed complaints with her higher-ups.
Go to her Congress?
Congress?
That's all she had to go to.
What?
Congress don't care about us.
What type of Congress? First of all,
Ron Dellums, baby. Ron Dellums, where that building is, you know.
Congress don't care about us. Like
Hey,
the one
hey.
thing that we as
You have to care about
Californians,
yourself,
as real
first off.
Californians that are born and raised here.
I'm born and raised here.
we're talking about America here.
This
We're
is
talking about
our
America.
land. This is our God's land. And she
Uh,
told us
Made this for everybody.
cleanliness is next to godliness. For one
Right.
is, when you guys got people out here where you treating them like they crap, when you got benefits to help these people out here, especially the soldiers, the foster parents, the grandmothers, the aunties, the mothers, the brothers, all that.
So you're-
and then you guys want to
sister.
forget about it and say it's over a race or a color.
I mean, of course it is. Of course it is.
All one color.
Who's all one color?
One color.
What color?
Man is just one color.
What
man
color is
and
that?
Woman. Because woman don't come from no man. The day I
Huh?
see a man
What?
sit his ass,
What are you talking about?
lady
You gotta
on
know
his
about
ass,
Adam's real,
the day
baby.
I
Ma'am,
believe
ma'am.
that woman come from men.
You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind.
You better
We
know
don't
about
come from
Adam's
no
real.
rib.
Right.
Men
We
come
never
from
said that.
women.
We never said
That's
that.
why woman makes Adam and Eve.
Well, no.
Woman came from Adam's rib. Remember that. Remember that.
All right, ma'am.
He made Adam
Have a blessed
and
day,
Eve.
ma'am. Have a blessed day.
I was gonna go so good.
She's spitting with madness. That's what the curses say. So
Right, you know, you have hate.
that
in
manifested right before our eyes.
you. See, that's Satan.
That's your friend? Oh man. Tell that
Change
sister.
your heart. Change your heart.
Tell that sister to sober up, man. That's crazy.
Tell her no Jesus. Tell her no Jesus.
Damn. But anyways, we're talking about the government, the military, things like that. You experience racism. Give me a story about the racism you experienced real quick.
I experienced it coming from overseas.
Yeah, when you came into America, right?
Yeah,
After the
come
war.
back to America,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a big thing.
You know, and
You guys supposed to be celebrated like the rest of the white constituents.
You know, like I said, me and my first sergeant didn't get along.
Is a white guy?
Yes,
Of course.
yes. And he got a little bit of San Francisco. And I didn't play that. I joined the Mission Rebels. Warren told me to join Rebels, and he joined the family. Big Warren Wells. You know what? They were infiltrated by
Of
Satan.
course.
They were infiltrated.
Yeah, it's COINTELPRO. We're familiar with all that.
Nothing is forgotten. Remember that. He said from day one, the playback machine is a monster.
Who? Who said that? Who are you talking about?
There's a playback machine. When you die,
The playback machine?
you know, for the judgment.
Oh, you're talking about judgment?
Everything
Well, that may be
will
true.
play
Yeah,
back to you.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know,
So-
but it's fine.
What's
like
fine?
I say, love everybody.
Huh?
We are here for a purpose.
You love white people?
I love everybody.
Why? The same people that are racist to you. You love them?
You say love your enemies.
Oh, is that give me Luke 19? Is that what Jesus Christ said?
Love your enemies.
All right, let's see what he says here.
But hey, you know what?
Bring it out.
I love everybody.
Give me Psalms 148.
You know,
Oh, 139, 139.
you know.
Give me that.
I hear you.
Let's see what Jesus Christ says about his enemies. Read.
You say do good.
All right, let's read it. Go ahead. 27, 1927. 1927.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. And he said, the things which are in...
Where are you at, bro? Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies,
Those Jesus Christ's enemies, read on.
which would not that I should reign over them,
Whoever this, the enemies don't want Christ to reign over them, read on.
bring hither and
Read this slow. Bring them here and do what?
slay them before me.
So which one is it? You're supposed to love your enemies or bring them here and kill them? Which one is it? You gonna love them? Christ said to bring them here and kill them if you don't want them to reign over them. So which one are you gonna do?
I'm sick.
That's how I asked you. Christ said to bring his enemies here and kill them. Which one are you gonna do? Love them or kill them?
How you? What's you say enemies?
Yeah.
Anybody could be your enemy.
Okay, so which one are your enemies? What enemies are you supposed to love? Enemies that kill you, kill your own people, create a system of slavery and oppression.
Oh, no,
Are you supposed to love those people?
They gonna all get it back.
Huh?
They gonna all get it back.
Get it back what?
No,
Judgment? So you-
nothing is forgotten, brother.
So hold on, that's a great point. I agree with that. So what you're telling me, love them until God brings judgment on them. Is that what you're telling me?
That's it.
Madness. Give me that.
he gonna
Give me
tear-
Revelation
He
19.
gonna tear their ass up anyway.
But why you love them?
Ooh.
He's love.
All love? God's all love?
God's all
Does God
love.
hate?
It was in the Bible one time, and that was a mistake.
What?
Jacob I love, Esau I hate. That's in the Bible.
So is that real?
Yeah.
Is there any other time you say God hates?
I know.
Give me Psalm 16 or Proverbs 16. Read that.
I mean, he
Proverbs
made just like
16. Go ahead.
From 19?
Where you at?
139?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now this is Psalms 139 and 19.
Read.
Surely that will slay the wicked.
You agree with that, right? This is King David speaking.
right.
God's going to slay the wicked. Who's the
Right.
wicked on the earth?
There's a whole lot.
Who's the main culprit?
Not just that them.
Hold on, wait,
White
hold on.
folks.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Caucasian. Caucasian.
I appreciate that, Michael. You're being honest. Read that.
Surely that will slay the wicked.
Read
O
on.
God.
Oh, who?
Oh God.
Oh, God's going to slay the wicked. Read. Who says white folks? We agree. Read.
Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men,
Read.
for they speak against thee wickedly.
Who speaks against God today?
They do.
Okay, read.
And thine enemies take thy name in
Who's
vain.
the enemies?
And thine
It's
enemies
the same people you're referencing, right?
Yeah, right.
Read.
take thy name in vain.
They take God's name in vain.
Yes, they
they
do.
praise God by their wicked works, through their wicked works.
Right.
Give me, where you at?
Proverbs 6 and 16.
Give me Psalms 49:11. Read.
God, do not I hate them?
Wait a minute. Read it slow.
Do not I hate them,
Uh-huh.
O Lord, that hate thee?
David said he hates those that hate God. That's what we're
Yeah,
supposed to be
right,
like.
right.
We hate those that hate God. Read.
That's it.
And
Okay.
am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
Uh-huh.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
Do you hate those people with perfect hatred because they hate God and your people?
They gonna get it. I ain't worried about it. They gonna get it.
Are you worried about your people?
Yes, I'm worried about my people.
So do you love people that hate your people?
They can hate all they want.
Sir, Michael.
Yes.
Do you hate the people that hate your people?
Of course I do.
Okay, great. So you can't love everybody then. You contradicted yourself. Or are you telling the truth now?
Well, of course, I mean, you know.
So do you hate the people that you don't love the people that hate your people, right?
No.
Great. Go ahead.
I count them mine enemies.
We count them people our enemies, period, for life, forever. Till they get their judgment. Give me that.
They know what time it is. I ain't worried about
They don't know what time it is. They think they're going to rule forever. That's what it's going to give me. Psalms 49:11, read.
No.
This is the book of Psalms.
Let's see what God says how they feel. Read.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11.
You're right. We're talking about them, though.
And
Read.
that's why he put them
Their
over
inward
us.
thought,
You're right. You're absolutely right, sir. Go ahead.
their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever.
They think America's going to continue forever. The pride of the white man.
Going down.
You're right.
Going down.
And that's why I'm saying they don't know what's going on in America. They're looking at Russia and Israel and Iran and they're like, man, we can't be touched. You know what I mean? That's what they think. And you're telling people, oh, I don't want to say you're telling people to do it, but
From
you're not.
America's going to be destroyed, excuse me.
Well, no, they're going to get hit with nuclear fire. But there's going to be inward fighting.
Everybody going to be, yeah.
Well, not everybody, but.
It's going to be Russia, China,
Yeah,
America.
Iran, yeah. North Korea.
Iran,
All they're going to do is press a button.
Yeah.
All they're going to do is press a button,
I'ma
this place is
tell
going
you
to be wiped out.
Well-
But I'm saying that to say, you reference that you don't have a problem with people going to the military to get benefits. We have a problem with that. Our people. We're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Especially in this climate. You join the military in the last year or two, you're going overseas
Well, now-
and fighting a war for the white man. Getting your arm blown off.
Yeah.
Watching your friends die, even though it's other nations, whatever the case may be. That's what they're putting themselves into. Psychological detriment. That's why people get PTSD. They grow up watching cartoons, eating cereal, watching Ninja Turtles, whatever the case may be. They go overseas, watch somebody's head get blown off, and they're gone.
Right.
We're not used to that. That's not normal.
Well, okay, well.
Of course, we grow up in the hood, but it's like we're not. That's a detriment to our society as well, killing
Right,
each other.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to.
Drugs in there, yeah, right.
You're right. Who brought the drugs in? Great. You know that. Read this.
Them demons.
The same devil, the white man. Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations, they call their land after their own name.
They call the land after their own name.
This name
They
is
name is.
stolen.
You're right. And that's the point.
And he said, thou shalt not steal. He gonna tear their ass up. I ain't worried about it.
You know,
These
I mean-
motherfuckers up there going to the White House thinking they doing something, and this ain't their house.
Well, I mean, they got pride. That's all.
Indians.
They got a whole lot of pride.
Indians.
What about them?
Indians, man.
Oh yeah, this is natives. We love our Native American brothers.
They were our brothers.
We love those guys. You know what I
Buffalo
mean?
Soldiers was here with them.
You said what?
Buffalo Soldiers was here with them.
Well, I mean,
The Buffalo Soldiers.
they were going against them for a while though.
Yeah.
They got hired to go against the Native Americans for a while. So that wasn't a good thing. But we realized why they did it. And then obviously the Native Americans took in slaves, runaway slaves, and
Right,
you know,
yeah.
there was a dynamic of dissension between them at the time. All right, brother.
I'm gonna be here next year, and they sold us in slavery.
Yeah, next. Who sold us in slavery?
How come? Our own people did.
What? Who said
Yeah.
that? Where? When?
The kings.
When?
In the Bible.
I mean,
Joshua.
Not-
Read.
Joshua.
Hey, oh, it's you, man. It's in the book.
Well, you talking about West Africa, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a little bit of that going on, but mainly other Africans stole us because we weren't the same people. All the Africans are the
But
same
hold
people.
on. Who built America?
Our people.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not the point though, brother. But you got a few things right. You got a few things you got to clean up. You got to repent, brother. That's the goal. Repent and keep the laws of God, sir. You got a powerful name. That's my government name, but you got to act like it spiritually. Where you at? That's all I wanted. Give me what I had in Proverbs.
I had a precept on what he just brought up.
What? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 47:7 in the GNT. You thought you would always be a queen and did not take these
Start at
things.
the top.
From the first one.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 47. The Lord says, Babylon, come down from your throne and sit in the dust on the ground.
Read.
You were once like a virgin, a city unconquered. But you are soft and delicate no longer.
Read.
You are now a slave. Turn the millstone, grind the flour off with your veil. Strip off your fine clothes, lift up your skirt to cross the streams. People will see you naked. They will see you humbled and shamed. I will take vengeance and no one will stop me.
Go ahead.
The holy God of Israel sets us free. His name is Yahweh Almighty. The Lord said to Babylon, sit in silence and darkness.
Read.
No more will they call you the Queen of Nations.
Yeah, this is talking about future Babylons. This isn't talking about ancient Babylon, even though they were rulers at that time. And Isaiah lived, what, like maybe 100 years before they were really in power? But they didn't get taken out like future Babylon is going to get taken out with fire and brimstone like Sodom and Gomorrah. Read.
I was angry with my people. I treated them as no longer mine. I put them in your power.
Read.
And you showed them no mercy. Even the aged you treated harshly. You thought you would always be a queen and did not take these things to heart or think how it all would end.
Read on.
Listen to this, you lover of pleasure. You think that you are safe and secure. You claim you are as great as God, that there is no one else like you. You thought that you would...
That's how America operates. What, land of the free, home of the brave. This is the, what do people call it? They come here, to, what's it called, the American dream? It's madness. People come to America, and people living on the streets are better than most third world countries. Living on a tent on the 16th mission, they have it way better than anybody in Central and South America right now, let alone Haiti. Don't talk about Haiti. Eating mud pies and all that type of madness. Go ahead.
You thought that you would never be a widow or suffer the loss of your children.
Read.
But in a moment, in a single day,
read.
Both of these things will happen. In spite of all the magic you use, you will lose your husband and children.
Go ahead.
You felt sure of yourself in your evil. You thought that no one could see you. Your wisdom and knowledge led you astray, and you said to yourself, I am God, there is no one else like me.
That's how Babylon operates. America is Mystery Babylon. They're at the top of the molehill, top of the heap. Militarily, they run everybody's financial system for the most part with the IDF banks. And now this whole crypto currency aspect and like the digital currencies they're trying to come up with, that's going to be the start of the downfall of America. Once they start trading different currencies that America can't dictate, that's when everybody's going to go haywire. The money's not going to be worth nothing. The jobs, you can't even work for a regular job anymore. And that's what they said about the banks when the digital currency comes in overnight. Whatever money you have in there is going to be transferred into digital currency. And it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to access that? Put the RFID chip. That's what they're going to do. They're going to force people to get the RFID chip at that time to get your money and access to it. And everything else that you need. Food and things like that. That's what they're going to do. And it's all through the Most High's will, but that's going to be the beginning and the end of America. Especially when these grocery stores start going out of businesses, the farms go out, no more animals you can harvest, things like that. They're going to start regulating all that type of stuff. But all that's to say is that America thinks that it's at the top of the heap and it's going to continue forever, but in all actuality, it's an illusion. You know what I mean? It's all going to be basically like how it says overnight, it's going to be destroyed. Overnight, this place is going to get turned upside down on its heels, and it's going to be all type of race wars, all type of matters going on. And if you're not an Israelite in the truth, walking in the statutes and commandments, guess what? You might be susceptible to all type of judgment. FEMA camps, things like that. Go ahead.
Disaster will come upon you, and none of your magic can stop it. Ruin will come on you suddenly, ruin you never dreamed of.
Ruin they never dreamed of.
That's crazy.
You talk to any American white man, they think America's, they're just invincible. What's that Jewish dude's name, Ben Shapiro? Yeah. That jerk? It be pissing me off how he talks, how he thinks he's so intellectual and things like that. I'm like, man, I wish he would talk to Chief or Deacon. He'd get his ass handed to him. Pause. But anyways, you had something else?
No.
What else you had? Give me Proverbs. That's what I wanted. Is that what I want? 16? Go ahead.
This is Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6.
Give me
and
Isaiah
verse 16.
63.
These 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
These 6 things does God hate. Yahweh, read.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look.
A proud look. That's a white man self-explanatory. You know what I mean? They're proud. Read.
A lying tongue.
They lie all the time. They try to make it seem like what's the dude came over here last week? Talking he believes science over God now. Talking about we come from monkeys and apes. Like, bro, what? That's a white man talking. They're more related to apes than us. Thin lips, stringy hair, dog hair. You know, they're remedial, man. Mentally. They're doing all that to go against God, to go against the truth. About there's a creator in heaven named Yahweh that has a judgment for him for all the lies and hypocrisy. And pride, like it says, read.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Now, we know who shed more innocent blood than the white man. Nobody. That's who. Nobody's done worse than the white man. What's going on? The car. What's going on? Man, what's going on, man? You have a question or something?
No, I just wanted a flyer.
You wanted a flyer? What's your ethnicity?
On my mom's side, I'm not sure. My dad's side is white.
He's white? Okay, well, unfortunately, our flyers are for our people.
Okay.
Did they tell you that?
I guess so.
So the answer is no, you can't have one.
Okay.
We can tell you what we're talking about, but the flyer,
Just me.
yeah, no problem. You believe in the Bible?
I believe in myself.
What's that?
Whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be? Are you agnostic? And that's another reason why you can't have a flyer. It'd be a waste of time. You don't believe in what we believe in, so why give you a flyer? Doesn't make any sense.
Isaiah 60.
63. See, man, white people have no clue what's going on. They just want to be where black people are at. Just rub shoulders with us, absorb the salt of the earth, try to be cool, you know what I mean? They don't know what the hell's happening. If they can't be involved, they get prideful and erratic and get upset. Like, you can't have a flyer, man. I'm sorry. You're a devil. You look like you're on drugs, first and foremost, but anyways. Maybe she's like, what? You know how, what was that video that I was a while ago on I think it was like a reunion show, and the black dude tells a white girl, he's like, I think she was like 25 or something. He was like, you look 40. You know what I mean? And these white women age so bad, you don't know how old they are. Especially they start getting on drugs, it's out the window. It's over for them.
Yeah.
They just start losing themselves, deteriorating from within. No, give me that.
Gone.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Read.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This isn't talking about the Most High. But it also says somebody's in righteousness, mighty to save. So somebody else is doing some saving there. People can't get around this. Only the Most High saves. Okay, well, this person's saying he's by himself and he's saving people. The Israelites, for the most part, right?
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. I have trodden the winepress alone,
Read.
and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger.
Yeah, this is who the world calls Christ, Yahushua. So of course he doesn't love his enemies. He loves the enemies of his own people, but not the enemies of other nations. That's madness. There's nothing like when people get a viewpoint of the Old Testament, they're, oh man, that's the Old Testament. I don't want to read that. But guess what? You think Jesus is God, and if you believe that, you have to believe God, who is Jesus to you, wrote this or gave the prophecy to Isaiah and Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Obadiah and all those people. So which one is it? They're just so contradicted to their own mission statement. It doesn't make any sense. Because God doesn't change. That's what they say also, right? God doesn't change. But guess what? God has a judgment for every other nation. Period. And they're going into slavery. Thus saith the Most High. And that's not the main objective of our mission, but at the same time, that is what's going to happen due to what they did to the children of Israel. And America is the main culprit. They will be going down fast. They're gonna crash and burn, just like that nuke gonna hit them. Read.
For I will tread them in mine anger,
Read.
and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart.
The day of vengeance in Yahweh's heart. He's waiting for the day to come down, the sky to crack, and things get cracking. You feel me? The day of Armageddon. You know what I mean? The Valley of Jehoshaphat. All that stuff's gonna happen. Yahweh's gonna come back and slice throats and stomp heads in, man. Period. And we know who's going to be on the opposite side of that. The white man, the Asian man, the Arab man, the Hamite. You know what I mean? The Japhite. Whoever goes against the people of God in the Yahushua, they're all going to be on the opposite end of that ass kicking. Go ahead.
For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
The year of his redeemed is going to come. When we get right, the 144,000 get sealed, and the other prophecies come to pass in that time, Yahweh is going to come back, and everything is going to be turned upside down. Many crowns, conquering other nations and armies. And then we're going to be the ones, Lord willing, we had a number to elect. Be the first fruits in Israel, watching them tear shit up. Go ahead.
And I looked, and there was none to help. And I wondered that there was none to uphold.
Read.
Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation onto me, and my fury, it upheld me.
The fury of Yahushua upheld him. He was so mad, he couldn't stop until he got his anger out. That's what it's talking about. But God's love, God's all love, guys. That dude would come up here like, see, all you gotta do is just ask questions, you know what I mean? And bring him back to reality. Because first he started off by saying, it's good to go to the military. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You just told me there's racism in the military, so that was 40 years ago. 50 years ago, actually. And it's happening right now. I just gave a testimony of a sister going through the same circumstances. Let alone the sisters that get raped in there, get killed, and that gets covered up. We didn't talk about that. That happens all the time. Not just black people, but you know what I mean. That's what happens, though. There was a black girl that got raped and killed by some other, I guess, soldiers, if you want to call them. You know, they poured acid on her private parts to cover up the chemicals and shit, or their own semen and all that type of stuff. That's the type of sick people that we're dealing with here. And of course, the military is, nothing happened, and you can't do nothing about it because it's not a regular circumstance. You got to sue the military, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So black and Hispanic people in the military right now, our message is to get out. Just like a black man with a white woman, get out, and vice versa. Get out of that relationship. Get out of the military. Stop depending on America for benefits. It's madness. That's what got us in trouble after slavery. You know what I mean? Starting with feminism and all that type of garbage. There's something else on there?
Benefits you won't even get, like how you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. He disagreed with me that the military people that were in the VA, they were trying to stall them out by not giving them benefits, which is true. Military vets were committing suicide and dying because they were in so much pain and mentally disabled, they don't want to wait no more. They say, I'm going to kill myself. That's a fact. Look it up. You know, I know that because my aunts were working at the VA hospital. And my dad, like I said, he just got his benefits last year after 40 years of not serving. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So why would you have somebody go into something that's, first of all, can risk your life, and you can die over there? If you're not married, your spouse isn't going to get any benefits. Your family's not going to get the benefits. It ends there with your death. Secondly, if you do get out, like I said, you're going to have some mental issues for the most part, PTSD, maybe some ailments physically, or you might get out scot-free, who knows? But then you still got to wait for the benefits. There's nothing beneficial about the military at all. First of all, you're doing the devil's bidding, period. Excuse me. You're doing the devil's bidding by going overseas trying to conquer Arabs. But in all actuality, they're going after the gold, usurping authority over the government, things like that. But people don't know no better. We talked to plenty of black people out in the military up here, and they have no clue what's going on. Remember that young cat, Tizak, with his white friend when they had the blue shirts on? He was like mixed though. You know what I'm talking about? You remember him? They both had like blue shirts on. It's like a light-skinned brother had a black dad, white mom, but he was in the military. He was like 19, 20 years old. Remember? And yeah, exactly. You was explaining to him like what happened to you, and he's over here listening to us. Young cat though, you know, he had a little bit of intellect, but he was like, I'm going to the military. I'm going to fight for my country. Like, bro, like, what are you talking about? What is going on here? Like, you're too smart for that. But like I said, he was already locked in. What are we supposed to do? We just got to pray for that brother to get the fuck out before something happened to him. before they send him to fucking Syria or Lebanon or something crazy like that, and get his ass blown up for wearing the wrong uniform. But that's what happens, man. Like I was this close to joining the military back in high school or after high school, and I was like, nah, I don't like people telling me what to do like that. Nah, I'm not doing that. And you know what the pitch was to the recruiter? Oh man, you get the fuck out of bitches, huh? What? That's your pitch? I don't care about that. Like, what are you talking about? That's what he was telling me. Cause you know, if you go to a recruiter, they take you around. He was driving the car. Black dude too. I'm just looking at him like, bro, like that's not a selling point, bro. I just get to fuck bitches. Like what? All right. I mean, cool. But I'm supposed to be fighting in the military. What's that to do with fighting in the military? Like I'm some type of dog. Like nah, bro. Like I'm cool. Like that was ridiculous to me. Like just imagine selling a black man that you think is just some carnal being, which I wasn't at the time either. How y'all sisters doing? How y'all sisters doing? Y'all. Wait, where y'all from? Oakland. What tribe y'all from? Different tribes? You got a powwow coming up? We trying to go to a powwow with y'all. We love the powwows. We've only been to one so far, but it was powerful. But anyways, and there's even Native Americans in the military. At the powwow we went to, they find the American flag at the powwow. I'm like, what? Why? The same people that conquered you find their flag? Like, it blew me away. Madness.
They have their own ceremony for it.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, I can understand that that's their people still, but at the same time, it's like, man, like, you're fighting in the military that literally killed your people and put them on reservations and put them in boarding schools less than 20 years ago. And now you're flying their flag and madness. It just doesn't make sense. That's the only thing that really threw me off. I'm like I said, I understand the reasoning, but it's like, because it's still a native Indian in the military. Cool, but no, we're not going for it. But yeah, man, it's just pathetic to see our people that bugged the hell out. He said he was 75?
Yeah.
He should know better. He should know better. Did he say he was Hebrew?
Yeah.
He's not that Hebrew. I'm just be real. That's not the Hebrew type of person I want to speak to and learn from. That's madness, man. That dude, like I say, he might have heard some information before, but he's not living it. He's definitely not thinking like a real, true Hebrew Israelite, because he wouldn't have said the nonsense that he said. And then when I started walking him down and asking him questions, of course it starts sounding more like how we would think, which is natural. You know what I mean? It's just how things work. We're not out here to coerce you, but guess what? The questions are going to lead you to the proper answer, because it's still true right now. Who's the enemy? Who does the things to our people? The same people you signed up to go to the military with, that you had to confront and combat in the military, because he was being racist towards you. And there's a popular video that obviously they separated the black soldiers from the white soldiers, but the black soldiers were so good, like they tried to give the credit to the white soldiers at one point in time. And they treated other military officers in other countries better than the black soldiers. I think it was like the Germans and things like that. Madness. And then when they got home, like he said, when he got home, they were still getting hosed down, sick dogs on, couldn't eat in restaurants. For what? But you have a military uniform on. You're a nigga first, period. It don't matter if you serve the military or not. But ultimately, for the most part, people respect the military personnel. But now if you're black, at that time that is, maybe right now it's a little different, but at that time, oh no. You're a nigger, sir. Go around back. Yeah. Order your shit around back, wait outside, and don't laugh over here. Imagine being told that after putting your life on the line for these damn crackers. I would never do it. And I'm make a PSA to our people right now. Never join the military, ever. The benefits are okay if you make it out. Like I said, it's whatever. I know the Cole brothers up here was in the military. Cool, they made it out. But guess what? They also have testimonies about how they were treated in there. but they're supposed to be your alumni and brotherhood, because obviously you're all putting your life on the line, which is, you know, whatever. You signed up for it. But in actuality, they don't give a damn about you, period.
That's right.
Like, you can go online right now. I guarantee you, go on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube and look up the mistreatment of black people in the military today. You'll see plenty of testimony, guaranteed. And that's why the place needs to be destroyed, period.
That's right.
And that's what's going to happen. And it's only going to happen once we get right mentally and not a 75-year-old fool. He was a cool brother, but he's a fool. Telling our young people to go to the military just for some perks that might not even come. You might die in training camp. People do that all the time. You can't pass the PT test because sometimes they have you out in the wilderness for 3 or 4 days with no sleep, fend for yourself, no food, no water. They have you do all that type of stuff in training camp, boot camp. And some people can't take it. Some people die. Some people commit suicide in there. People commit suicide in the military, on the base, right now. Just imagine if you're mentally weak or physically weak, think you can't make it. Or somebody goes on the military base and has a mass shooting like they did out in Texas a few years ago. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? What, it was on Fort Hood. You don't remember that? It was an Asian cat. You remember that, Tizak? It was at Fort Hood, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like an Asian cat opened fire on the military base to kill some people. But he's American. And he's supposed to be your brother. So what happened? But you're putting yourself in harm's way thinking it's sweet. Most High can do anything at any given time, even if you think you're secure. You all got the same uniform on, but guess what? That dude that's sitting next to you could think about killing you, and it happens all the time. Why do it? Where you at? You have something?
The man of war that's poor.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Sirach 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry.
Read.
A man of war that suffereth poverty.
A man of war suffers poverty. That's what happens for the most part. If you don't have nothing like going for yourself, because in the military they give you free education, you know, free health care, which is, you know, perfectly fine. But if you come home, you don't have no skills to yourself, and like I said, most people can't function outside of that atmosphere. They hear loud noises, they get scared, spooked, PTSD. My friend was like that. You know what I mean? Every time he hear a loud noise, he'd be bugged the hell out. Not like over time, but just at that particular moment. He'd be petrified and shit because he hear explosions and stuff overseas. Come back here and be like, oh shit, I can't even function properly. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that to say, people get that way and they use drugs to cope. Because like I said, they can't get the VA help. Obviously, they're going to go right to the streets. That's what happened in the 80s, right, at that time as well. The military personnel came home, got treated like garbage. What they choose? Heroin. There's plenty of movies like that. They come back and get on heroin and cocaine because mentally they don't get the respect because as a military person coming back, because it's racism all through the hood, all through America. But suffering poverty, it happens more prominently towards the military personnel because they don't know how to function in regular society anymore. And they choose drugs. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by. And one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepared such a one for the sword.
Yeah, the Most High gonna kill that person. You knew the truth. You suffered sin. You fell back into your own vomit, like it says in Peter. And now the Most High got a judgment for you. You know what I mean? Those are all three things that the Most High is not proud to witness. Obviously, he can do and turn something around, but if you're going to go to war and be in poverty, listen, you got to count the cost. You know what I mean? Even though the Most High already set that path for you, like, you got to have a proper support system, which is, for the most part, the Hebrew Israelites, if you're an Israelite. We support you every day, everywhere you go. Spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, for the most part. You know what I mean? Oh, there them sisters go. We should ask them for a powwow. I'm trying to see what the powwow is. She said she's from Oakland. That's where we were when we went over there too, the powwow. But either way, the moral of the story is choose life, choose the Most High, choose your brotherhood and sisterhood. The Black, Hispanic, Native Americans on this side of the hemisphere, man. Don't choose a damn devil and his devices and his military. Think you're gonna get ahead with some free education and free money after 4 years. It's not gonna happen. You might have to take the chip in there. That's what's coming up too. You know what I mean? What's going on with the sister? Sister. They from Africa. Where they from in Africa? Oh, they're from Haiti? Hey, Haiti, viva Haiti! How y'all doing? Y'all from Haiti? Y'all live in America now, though? Okay. When's the last time you been to Haiti? When's the last time you went back to Haiti?
I'm no bad. I'm from
Y'all afraid of the camera? Y'all out of here?
No.
Don't worry about it. You give him a flyer, good shot? Y'all from the tribe of Levi. Y'all the priests of the Israelite community. They probably know a little bit about that. No voodoo, though. No voodoo. Yeah, just give me the information. It's all good. We don't really run across Haitians out here, so that's powerful. Matter of fact, there's one other Haitian sister that came up here a while ago and knew she was a Levite. Remember that sister?
It's so rare.
Huh?
It's so rare.
That's what I'm saying. We don't ever see Haitians out here, but I think some of them Cubans are really Haitians for real. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The dark-skinned Cubans that be out here? Those might be Levites from Cuba. But either way, like I said, long story short, our people got to get right, repent, keep the commandments, especially them Haitian sisters. Love them sisters. You know what I mean? But our people got to learn what's going on. See through the cracks, see through the lies. What's that movie? Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise?
Trippy ass movie.
Yeah, some weirdos. Don't go to Diddy parties. But anyways. I'm joking. I'm going to close out, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, say shalom.
Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. This name is the only begotten Son, the world enemy called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to add this to a video later on, since I was speaking on it at camp. But look at all these articles on how the veterans are mistreated. Look. Now, these are all official websites. Mistreatment of veterans, how the VA fails veterans in mental health. Your civil rights now to file a discrimination complaint in the VA. That's the VA's website. The VA's troubled history. You can see all these titles. Mistreatment of veterans at the VA hospital in San Francisco, which is obviously where I'm at. VA complaint online. Discrimination against veterans. After mistreatment of veteran at Seattle VA, Newhouse leads letter urging. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a complaint. I don't want to read all that. Stop kicking veterans with PTSD out of your hospitals. This is 2020. Mistreatment and care concerns for a patient at the VA Montana Healthcare. Documents, this is USA Today, 2014. This is 10 years ago. Documents that dealt VA mistreatment of vets. VA calls alleged mistreatment of veterans unacceptable. 2015. How veterans can sue the VA. There's ads on this. Ridiculous. A history of neglect. 2014. Veteran abuse. Rampant mistreatment in VA care facilities. Listen. Just look at the titles. Veterans elder abuse. Allegations. VA investigated for allegations of employee abuse and hostility. Harassment prevention program. Obviously, that's for veterans, but they're doing the harassment from what these articles are saying. That's all I see. Fear and retaliation at the VA. That's ridiculous. For VA whistleblowers, a culture of fear and retaliation. So if you tell on their treatment how they treat you at the VA hospital, they're retaliating against you. It's madness. Veterans neglect and abuse. VA whistleblowers. This is govinfo.gov. VA whistleblowers exposing inadequate service provided to veterans, I'm sure. But look, bro, like this is all madness. And our people are supposed to go to the military and get treated like this? I think not. Serve in the Lord's army. Repent, keep the commandments of God. Have faith in the world called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. And return to your real roots. And we'll have the spiritual power that the Most High promised us. Lord willing, be that number. And with that, shalom.